How are you doing today?
I'm good, sir.
Such a pleasure to talk to you again. So, I'm sure you've been asked this question to death, but I'm going to ask it again. What's your favorite scary movie of all time?
Oh, that's easy. That's The Exorcist. That one's an easy one. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it at my desk when I write. It's looking at my posters on the wall. It's just this kind of, I think that time period of when they made that movie, coming out of the naturalism of that period, and then applying it to genre in this really amazing way where it feels real. I mean, the way they shot it, it felt like a documentary in there. And there's very little music. I think there's only like 45 seconds of music in that whole thing. So it's really grounded. And I can imagine at that time was, I used to hear stories about ambulances and people having heart attacks in the theater and things like that. I totally get it.
What do you think of the upcoming remake for that one? Because or not the remake, the sequels even. Because that's I would have thought The Exorcist is like it's like Jaws. It's like The Sixth Sense. It's just you leave it alone and you don't come back to it.
I won't comment. How about that? Give you a sense of what I feel about that.
That's fair enough. Considering the that your movie is hinged on one incredible impossible situation. I've got some fun impossible situations for yourself. So,
Okay.
number one, coffee or chocolate. You can only have one for the rest of your life.
Oh, that's cake. That's chocolate for sure. Chocolate for sure. I just started drinking coffee like 2 years ago. So
Oh,
that was.
you'd be surprised how quickly it becomes a
Oh
major
yeah, I
part
can
of your
feel it.
day-to-day life. If you could just choose between your birthday or the holiday season, which one would you rather?
Woo, that's a tough one. I guess I'd have to go the holiday season because that's for everybody. So I'm gonna be very selfless. But that could be the martyr in me, and I want everyone to feel bad for me that I gave my birth. I don't know. I have to really think about it with my therapist about why I'm saying holiday. But my answer is holiday season.
Let's say holiday season for now. And this one specific for you could be very tough. Writing or directing?
Wow, brutal question. Brutal. I think the order of how I became a writer director was I learned how to be a writer first, and then the director had to catch up to the writer because the writer can practice every day. And so by the time I did my first two movies, the director was behind the writer, and had to learn and learn, and only at Sixth Sense did the director kind of catch up, on the third movie. I don't know if I'm answering your question, but I think writing because of that, there's a
It is
joy.
tough.
Yeah, it's a tough one though, but I think writing.
And just one last one, and there's no more possible questions, so you're in the clear from here on out. What's the energy like when you are directing people in one room and half the cast can't move?
We shoot in order, so it creates a real movement in a 2 month format of the emotions that are happening in the hour and 40 minutes that you saw. So where this week it's about the physicality of the break-in, and then the next week it's like the ridiculousness of them pretending like they're just being nice to you, and then the next week they tell you the premise, and then you try to escape, and then something violent happens, and we're just ticking through the thing. So the actors are really each week bringing a different part of themselves to the table in a really wonderful way, and it's very challenging. I'm challenging them in the way I'm shooting it. I'm challenging them as a director. So hopefully, and they say that you'd have to ask them that they went home feeling fulfilled, that they pushed themselves and saw a part of themselves that they were proud of, and that they're part of something that they're proud of.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time today.
Take care, brother.
Your family has been chosen to make a horrible decision.